Hey, it's Fun Chief. Welcome to an Alliance Match Training Series continuation where fortune favors the prepared mind. Up next is Lesson 19, Tactics for Naval Units. And what we're going to do here is take a look at a staged battle and talk a little bit about some considerations for naval battles. And what we have here is an alliance match. That's not really an alliance match. It's like a faux alliance match that's just set up with a total of 14 people, just like a regular alliance is. We sat down and built a bunch of different units, and the purpose for this is really just to conduct some training and record a few videos. What I have here is a pretty typical stack. It's a naval officer stack, level 4, and level 3 cruisers. This gives you not only a 100-kilometer range on both of these ships, but you also get a bonus here, 25% attack bonus, and this is pretty much what you'd likely get when you're doing an alliance match and what you're likely to be up against. I know this enemy over here is Morocco. He's probably got something that's even more highly researched. I think he's got something like level 6 naval officer, and probably more than that for cruisers, probably level 5 or 6 for cruisers as well. So he's pretty stacked right now. But he's got a problem. I don't think that he's got any radar that's supporting him or AWACS that's supporting him. Now, I think that these guys, maybe they're allied, I don't know. He might be able to see because of that. This is my AWACS right here, so for sure I can see him. These guys that are doing this is, I didn't ask him to do this. So my guess is that they might be trying to help him. I don't know. All I really wanted to do was show you just a simple technique for doing this battle. So we'll see if this works. When you're fighting at sea, terrain is also a key factor. So what I want you to do is come over here to this show settings, and you've got this terrain button right here. And this is really important because when you're in the shallow area, you move very slowly, of course. And there are some units out there that operate better, of course, in shallow water, especially the elite submarines. So elite submarines are terrible. They don't in deep water, but they're really effective in shallow water. And so you don't really want to linger close to shallow water or make it so that those guys can reach out and touch you. Like right here, for example, he could get to this point here, and he'd be very close to be able to hit me. So looking at this range right here, that's a 50-kilometer range on the inside circle here. This circle here, I think, is a 50-kilometer range. So he could potentially get like right to here and be able to shoot at me. And that's what you want to try to pay attention to, that kind of thing. The other thing that you want to pay attention to is the lines of approach. So right now, my unit has a direct perpendicular line going up to his location. That's important because just like artillery, it allows you to move in, strike, and quickly turn around and exit the area. And if you do it fast enough, sometimes you can do it where you hit somebody and move away, and they don't even get a chance to hit you back. The other thing is you have a huge advantage when you've got an AWACS, because if you can see him and he can't see you, I can see this blue dot that's right here. He might not be able to see me. Now, if this guy's providing him support, maybe he will. In fact, let's just go look real quick and see who's aligned. Right now, these guys are Italy, Yugoslavia, and Tunisia. So it doesn't look like they are aligned, and unless there's a shared intelligence or something, which there might be, because some of these guys have done that, I might not be able to make this work. But we're going to give it a try here in a second. I'm just a few minutes away from being able to strike at him. I'm going to go ahead, and first thing I'm going to do is put this on return fire. The reason I do that is as I move in, I want to be able to strike as soon as I get within range, and then immediately give it an order to back out down along this line right here. And the idea is that I hit and then immediately move back, and if this works out right, I won't even get struck. I won't even get hit back. So let's give this a try. All right, we're moving in. I've got 1 minute and 19 seconds. And so you want to keep clicking on this to update it to make sure that you're not going to miss this. All right, so these guys here shouldn't be any part of the fight at all. But we'll find out here in just a moment. So as soon as I close on this, and we got now less than a minute, I'll see the animation go. And and I want to immediately click on move and go back this direction, and then even hit on rush right away. And the idea is that when that happens, I'm going to be able to get the heck out of there before he has a chance to fire at me. So if this works, I won't take any hits at all. So we're now talking about 30 seconds now. So just give it 30 seconds here. We'll take a hit as soon as it moves into within range. We'll be able to hit him, and then I should be able to turn around and immediately move away. So we got 17 more seconds to go. Let's see how this works. If my theory works right, I can see him, he can't see me. I'm going to be able to hit him. 9 seconds to go, and immediately turn around and pull back. He might not even actually see me. Let's see what happens here. Okay, there we go. Oh, looks like he did fire. He did fire. So he could see me then. That makes me believe. But that's what you do, right? So I hit him and immediately pulled back away from him. I rushed. So he was probably able to see me. So they probably have shared intelligence or something like that. But that's okay. I did that pretty quickly. So anyway, I took a pretty good hit, so I probably hit him pretty hard too. In fact, I probably hit him first, which means that he was damaged. Did he lose anything? He probably didn't lose anything. No. Did not lose anything. So that's fine. But that's basically it in a nutshell. That's how you do this kind of business. You basically move in, take a shot, and move out right away. And ultimately what you'd like to do is get him to shoot at your tougher stack, and then you got some other stacks here that you're able to move in and hit him with, and then you get multiple hits on him. So now that he's shot once, you'd want to have other stacks of ships nearby that you can move in and hit him on. So ideally, a stack up here would be really good, because then you could move in and strike him here, and he then has a choice. Does he chase you up here? Does he chase you down there? Either way, you're in deep water and you have a chance to get away. So this kind of thought process, thinking about the ocean in terms of terrain and the lines that you have to follow, it's the same exact kind of thing that you have to do for artillery battles. So you have to have the same mindset for these naval battles. Anyhow, I just wanted to show you guys that it's a very simple technique, and notice that I had this AWACS here to make sure that I could see his blue dot. And that's really key. Whenever you're fighting these naval battles, you really need to have AWACS to be able to understand exactly what's going on with the enemy. And if they don't have radar cover and you do, you're going to be able to see them, and you're often going to be able to fire and withdraw, and they won't even see. You won't even show up as a blue dot. They won't even see where you fired from. So anyhow, something to think about. That's all I got for this lesson, and next lesson is the artillery tactics lesson. It's a lot more involved, a lot more to say in that, and a lot more detail. Since I've already recorded that one, there's a lot more detail in how this map was set up and how it's being used. So with that, Fun Chief, over and out.